Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Wibbly Wobbly Workshop. I think we're back streaming. I think we're back. I believe I've got the chat sorted now. I believe I can see everything. I need to get one more thing up. And one more thing. And I think we're good to go. Let me lock everything. I think we're good to go. Welcome to the Wibbly Wobbly Workshop. It's a bit different to what we usually do. We're live on YouTube. As you can all see, I guess it's fairly obvious to the people that are here. We are live on YouTube. We've been getting us a little side table done recently. It is what we've been trying to do anyway for the past week or so. And we've got pretty much, I'd say, half the joinery done. We're missing a leg. We're missing a leg. Oh no, we're not. We're not. We got it. We got it. I thought we were missing a leg. I hope we're live. I think we're live. I think we've got everything sorted. I hope we have. So we got, like I said, about half the joinery done, I would say. We've got to do today, so these are the leg pieces. It's the actual feet of them. We've got to do today is basically make two more of these from this piece for the top. And then we've also got to flatten the actual live edge epoxy slab as well, which is not looking amazing. I will not lie, it's not looking the best, but it should turn out nice, I hope. But we've got to route a bit for that now. I think I can actually mention things on this platform. I'm not 100% sure, but we picked up a route a bit now, a nice flattening bit. Like I said, I hope this is all working. We're kind of just going with it. So we picked up a nice flattening bit with the carbide teethies, the square carbide teeths. So I'm hoping that's going to be decent. It wasn't very expensive, so it might not be great. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. So we got that as well. Just going to make sure I've got everything loaded up correctly. Full screen. I think we're good. I think we're good. There we go, that's what I wanted. There we go, I think we're good. Hello, matey, hello. Ah, yes, I can see things. I think we're working. I need to expand the chat a bit more because I cannot see that well. How we doing? Our first viewer, how you doing? Danny, how we doing, matey? Let me expand that a little bit more. There we go. Right, like I said, we are making the epoxy live edge side table. That is the plan. So we've got most of this done on TikTok lives. We don't do TikTok lives now because I've been banned or restricted anyway. That's kind of what's happened. So we are continuing on here. So where we've got to at the moment, so we've got half the legs done with the mortises on the ends. The tenons on the end, and then we've got one of the feet two of the feet sections done with the tenons. So we've basically got to repeat that for the top. Oh, lovely stuff. Well, welcome in, matey. Welcome in. I'm not sure. I'm very useless with YouTube. Like I said, I've done most of my streaming on TikTok for quite some months. So this is like a fish out of water here for me, so everyone needs to bear with me because things are going to get a little bit complex We've actually got the old streaming setup out as well, so we've got the computer down here, so it's a bit weird. I'm not actually looking at the phone when we're working, so hopefully I can get used to it again. But we need to go straight to the router table, basically. That's what we're doing first. It's actually not too bad of a setup here. So we need to go over to the router table, and we're going to cut some tenons on these leg pieces. Although I can't zoom in, I don't think. I hope I can. Can I zoom? Oh, I can zoom in. I can zoom in. There we are, straight over to the router table. I actually don't mind this. It's quite nice. It's quite nice. It's not too bad, right? Everything's all set up. Right, we need to set up the router table now, so we need to set that to height. I think I've got the correct bit in there as well. I believe I had the wrong one the other day. We're looking good, we're looking good. And we need to set it to basically cut another one of these onto this side here. I've actually got one that's been marked up I need to find, and it's this one. And we're going to set it all up with some stops and everything like that to this size. So we can basically just cut everything through. So we need to do the depth first. I'm actually just going to use tenon on the other side to set the depth. Doesn't have to be hugely accurate. It doesn't have to be the exact same on each side, but the closer we can get it, the nicer. And then we're going to set a stop block on the fence. So we need to grab a clamp and a bit of timber. And we can set that up by here. Bring that forward. Again, we'll set it up with our other cut we've made. So right about there. Yeah. Tighten that off. Clamp this down. We are back. I can barely see the chat. I need to figure out how to expand that a bit more. But we are back. We're kind of back. I think things are going to be a little bit slow for a little bit on here, from the looks of it. But I'm just glad to be back and actually carrying on with the side table. It's been a while. And I've been wanting to get this done for an absolute age. So I'm very, very glad I'm back. But on a different platform. But I think the beauty of this platform is I can actually talk openly and freely, which is nice. I don't have to be careful. Oh wait, it's Smoky P. It's Smoky P, is it? Lee. Which one's Smoky? That's something I'm gonna have to get used to now. Is all the different names. Which one's is Lee Smoky P? I think it's Lee. Lee Smoky P, isn't it? I don't even know. It's very confusing. I can barely see, but I've got bad eyesight as well. I can barely see the chat, so I need to figure out how to expand that. We've actually got the old streaming setup back out because I still can't go live on the YouTube app, which is a bit of a pain, even though I've got almost 200 subscribers on here, which is got you. I recognise the photo now. I can just about see it. But yeah, we're still not allowed to go live on the YouTube app. So I've got the old streaming setup out. So probably going to be doing some multi-streaming from different areas and different platforms, YouTube, Twitch, and all those. But I do think the beauty is I can actually talk normally on here without having to worry. Which is lovely, but I don't know whether it's as much exposure as TikTok. I think it takes a lot more time. Right, we need to plug everything in because I've had to move everything. I've had to readjust the workshop completely in order to get the streaming setup in. There we go. Router tables back on. And we can cut all these. There we go, so we're just going to run them all through. Can't believe we're actually getting this able to. That is one set and done. There's a guy on your tool. Maybe, I think it will pick up. It should pick up. We will see. We will see. So this is our second test room. I don't even know if you can hear me. Let's cut all these first. Oh, I love the smell of sapele in the morning. Hello, Pete. Hello, matey. I say in the morning, it's not the morning. One more. Lovely, lovely. Landscape mode. I think I can do that. I'm not 100% sure. I kind of zoomed it in there a little bit, but I feel like we can see quite a bit more than usual. But maybe I will have to do it in landscape mode. Maybe I will. I'm still trying to get used to it because we're using the streaming setup again, because I can't figure out. Well, I can't go live on my phone on YouTube still. So I'm still kind of trying to figure it out. So. Hopefully, I think maybe next stream we'll try. Next stream we will try and do it. Landscape. Next stream we'll give it a whirl, but I'm not 100% sure how to work this. I'm using OBS at the moment, which is a bit different from what we usually use. Well, I used to use TikTok Live Studio, and like I said, I think I can actually talk about these things now freely, which is nice. But I think we were using Live Studio, and it kind of just did everything automatically. But OBS is a bit more do it yourself, which I've got to learn, which is a bit of a pain. But we'll get there. Hopefully, I can just go live on the app soon, just on the app, which would be nice. Not bad. Can cast to my TV so I can watch you on a certain. Nice. Nice. I suppose that is one benefit. Another benefit of the YouTube is you can all cast to your TVs now, which is a bit nicer, isn't it? Wider screen. Wibbly on a 75. That sounds dodgy. We'll go with it. Wibbly on a 75 inch doesn't sound too bad. But I don't know. Everything seems a lot slower on here, but I think I'm just getting used to it. Hopefully. The chat's weirder. I wish it was bigger. My eyesight is great. And I can't really see, so it's not the most user friendly. I can't even scroll in to zoom in, which would be nice. No, that does not help me at all. Martin, welcome in, matey. Welcome. Okay, that'll do. Do I open? No, I don't do that. We're learning together. Right, anyway. We've got to cut some mortises in this piece next. That's what we're going to do. That is what we're so much easier than that was a bit of a lag spike. Messing around with OBS, I'm not going to lie. It's very confusing. Very, very confusing. We actually need to grab the drill press out now, which is behind the whole streaming setup. Complications. But I like the fact that I don't have to. I don't think so. I don't have to. Like usually, I'd probably have to go through all that and hide all the brands, which I don't have to do now, which is nice. I love it. It's brilliant. Right, let's try and get the drill press in place. I suppose we can mark out the joinery first. Not on those pieces. On this piece. And we want this to be eventually a little bit narrower than our whole top, so maybe not a huge amount narrower. Not a huge amount, but a little bit narrower. Yeah, I think so. I'll try and remember. I'll try and figure it out, but it's very, very difficult. It's very difficult. 200. So we'll go for probably end up cutting about 5 mil off this whole thing. We will go for 180. A 180. That's what we'll go for. 2 pieces at 180. And these don't have to be cut particularly squarer the better. Squarer the better. But they're going to have a nice round over on them in the end. So accuracy is not 100% what we need at this point. But we will need in a few seconds. Although I quite like this angle. I kind of prefer it over there. Although it limits the use of the bandsaw a little bit. Because I got the tripod there, so that's a little bit annoying, so I'll figure that out. But I'd probably do dual camera at some point again as well, which would be nice. Right, let's cut them down. 180 we wanted. We're going to square edge to start with. Lovely, and 180. I'm just glad to be back streaming, I think, is the main thing. 180. Caught it. Square. And I don't know why I'm using a market. When it comes to the next piece I'll get a pencil. It's a little bit more accurate. Right, let's get that one. And we need 2 of these pieces. Lovely. Hello, Clavito, matey. Hello. I recognise that name. Some of them are a bit more difficult. How we doing, man? Welcome back to the Wibbly Wobbly Lives. We are back, finally. Hopefully we won't have any more issues on here. I don't think we will, though. Seems a little bit more stable on here from what I've seen. So fingers crossed we'll be okay. I hope so. Where have I put my square? There it is. Lovely. And like I said, I can talk about anything on you now, I think. I don't have to be as secretive as I was on TikTok. I can even mention TikTok. How mental is that? I can mention the words TikTok on you. Insane stuff. Insane. There we go, let's cut that down to size. Lovely jubbly. The PC. Lovely. That makes it easier for me. Way easier for me. Martin Twinbo, how we doing, man? How we doing? Welcome in, everyone. All the regulars are in. I love it. It's a shame we have to switch to YouTube in general, but I don't think it's going to be a bad thing. I think things are going to be a little bit slower to start with, but I don't think it's a bad thing at all. Plus, we get the streaming software back up as well. It's yeah, literally. Honestly, what on earth was going on? It was restriction after restriction after restriction. Like, it was mental. I think we sussed it out as being shadow banned in the end. To be honest, oh, this hat is not sitting right. Sussed it out to being shadow banned in the end. I think you see more on this. Yeah, I think so. I think we can flip it as well. But what was I saying? Shadow banned. Yeah, got in contact with my agency. Everything, they were like, put sheets up on the wall. It's because you've announced the waffles. I can say it now. Raffle. You've announced the raffles and the giveaways and stuff like that. So I went through a purge on the TikTok videos. I deleted about 100, I think, in the end. Then like disconnected from TikTok shop on TikTok and everything like that. Tried all sorts of things and nothing. And it turns out I think I was shadow banned for some reason. No clue. Not just you, but we are back. Yeah, we are back, and I know it wasn't just me. I know there's loads of people it was happening to. It's ridiculous. But I think this is going to be home of the streaming from now on. I can multi-stream on here, so maybe eventually, if TikTok allows me to come back on the lives, we'll multi-stream to there as well, and potentially Twitch and some others as well. But this is the home of Wibbly Wobbly Lives from now on. This is it. This is it, and I'm not mad at it. I'm not excited either because I got to learn OBS, which is very confusing, and just, this whole thing is confusing. It took me a while to get used to YouTube. Not YouTube. I'm getting used to this now. It took me a while to get used to TikTok Shop, to be honest. So let alone this one. This is TikTok. Oh my words! Took me a while to get used to TikTok. So this one probably going to take me a while to get used to that one now as well. Which again is not ideal, but it is what it is. Right, we need to set the depth, or set this mortise. Which actually I'm going to do with the digital calipers. Not the digital ones, just the calipers. Just the calipers. Get a bit of a nicer fit. There we go. And I want these to be like that. Roughly centered. That looks good to me. Twitch is good. I think so, yeah. YouTube videos. Yeah, that's what I think. I'm just gonna have to go on a YouTube binge, honestly. Yeah, I think so. It was like, this was the same with TikTok, do you know what I mean? When I first started TikTok, so I think at some point, a couple of weeks, a month or so, I'll be back to figuring everything out, hopefully. Right, we need to make sure these are centered now on here. Well, on the other piece is what we need to do. So this gap. So that's the spacing. A little bit narrower. So that's our spacing. Then we want to make sure this is centered as well. That's how big is that? 50. Bit over 56 mil. 56 mil. 180. Find the center, that'll make it. 56, half of 56 is 25. 26 and a half. So 185. 50, 60, 70. 71.5 maths. That's not right. It's 92.5. There we go. Maths is working now. Maths is working. I'm slow today. Very slow. Where's me square? I feel like like a fish out of water, honestly. It's been so long since we've streamed. It's been so long. It's like I don't know what I'm doing. There we go, that looks pretty much centered. And then we've got 55, 56. So half of that is 25, 26.5, 26.5. No, 26, 27. $28 that's what we want. There we go, that positions the center, I think. Oh gosh. I've missed loads of chats. This is the issue when I can't see them. Just can't mod on you. Can we even gift or anything? I think you can. I think you can mod as well, but I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. Can't see it anywhere. You also need to set 1080p when you work it out. Oh, okay. Okay, that's something I need to solve. I don't know who... I think a few. So I believe Smokey's has, and Martin was twin, I believe. I can see the comments just about Techni. They're very small, so I'm missing them. I'm missing it. I can't expand it though. I wonder if I can. There must be a way. Yeah, Techni Paul's name is the same. 100%. That's kind of better. Aha. Here we go. I think I've... I think I've added a few people as moderate. Look at that, I'm learning. Look at that. Oof. Flying here. I'm watching on TV but comment on my... Technology's mad. Technology's mad. He couldn't do any of this on TikTok, can he? Blimey. Technology's mad. I think I'm getting there. I'm learning. I'm learning. I just wish this chat was a bit bigger. I wish this chat was a little bit bigger. It's very annoying. Right, let's continue to mark out some joinery. I wish the chat was a bit bigger. Maybe I need to get like a magnifying glass, like a magnifying glass that goes over my glasses or something. Why did I draw from there? It's from that point. There we go. Lovely joinery. Can't wait to see the table. Honestly, same. Coming through the speed. Damn, look at this. Look at that. Maybe we should have done this ages ago. Maybe we should have. Not a problem, not a problem. I'm going through. I'll probably add some more people at some point. But just added a couple of them just to be safe. But lovely stuff. I can't wait to start figuring all this out, to be honest, because like I said, I can do multi-streaming on you. Probably get another camera setup as well, which is going to be lovely. And what else? Those other things, transitions, music, probably, all sorts. It's going to be great fun. It's going to be great fun. Well, it should be, hopefully. And like I said, I can talk. I can talk freely, which is lovely. It's always nice. It's always nice to not be worried. There we go, mark out these. Yeah. Lovely, and then we set the width. Good to see you back. I bet you're... Oh, honestly, I'm just glad to be able to be back on live streams. It's a bit of a shame about the TikTok, but it is what it is. Do you know what I mean? I think so, Clavito. I think so. I'm almost certain. I don't think we'll untape all of you too. Honestly, yeah. Yeah, that's going to be nice. Every now and again, I'll just... It just feels more relaxing already. I'm not going to lie. It really does. It really, really does. And I'm glad. I'm glad. Right. Width of our tenon. And we need the new ones we've just cut. It'll be this one. Pencil. Square. And then we can go to the drill press and basically just drill those out. Don't even know if you can see them properly. I think you can. But that was the plan. That was the plan. Oh, I'm so glad to be back, honestly. I thought the day would never come. I thought it wouldn't. There we go. Line that one up. Although I will say a dual camera setup might not be a terrible idea. Maybe get one over the workbench so you can see this stuff better than a broader one like that. Maybe. I don't think that'll be the worst plan. And I don't think YouTube restricts you like TikTok does when it comes to doing that stuff, so... Yeah, we can see. I think so. I think you can just about see. I can zoom in slightly more. I can do it all with my phone now. Oh my gosh. Lovely, that's a bit better. A little bit better. Right, we just need to duplicate this on the second piece, which should be easy. Lovely. Yeah. 4. And 5. That all looks good to me. Looks spot on. Well, it looks lovely, that does. Sure, I've seen the name. Seen the name? What name? Are you using phone as camera? Yeah, spot on, technique, spot on. I've got I can't remember what it's called. What's it called? Droid cam or something like that, all installed on my phone. Then that's connected to the computer, and then that's actually streaming everything on OBS. It is kind of how it works. But what I can do is just add another source. We did this previously on TikTok, but they would restrict my views. Surprise, surprise. Whenever I did it, so we can actually probably do it here, which would be pretty cool. he's gonna be buying GoPros and everything soon. Definitely not. Definitely not. I do have like quite a decent little webcam type thing as well that we use, so probably gonna be using that, which should be very, very useful. Very useful. Right, we can scribe these lines down now. I want to make sure I do it from the correct side, which was this side. Don't slip. Lovely, lovely, lovely. All right, we can drill. I wonder if you can see those. Just about. We can drill those out now. Is the plan. Doesn't focus too bad. 1080p is definitely a necessity. Perfect platform to test it. That's what I'm thinking as well. That's what I'm thinking. I can't wait for that one. How are you broadcasting? Yeah, it's all done on OBS. OBS is how I'm broadcasting. Amazing, mate. It took me a few goes to get back used to it. Mate, that's all it is. It's like riding a bike though, isn't it? Like riding a bike. You got it eventually. You have it. Right. Drill press. Let's get the drill press out. Which is literally there. Which is a bit of a tricky one. Bit of a tricky one. And we do have a router flattening bit as well I picked up. Or a flattening bit for the router. There we go. Let's grab Mr. Wibbly over there to keep eye on us. Oh my gosh! Do not knock it over. Cables. 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 Don't disconnect anything. Back to 6. Yeah, it's gonna be a grind. I think it's gonna be a grind, but I'm here for it. I'm here for it. We'll get it going. I think it's gonna be a grind to say the least. But we got this. We got this. We got this. Right, let's pull that back out. My video is like 20 minutes behind. Had to fast forward to now. Oh no! Oh, I hope that's not my issue. I hope that's not something I've done. I hope not. I hope that's not a problem on my end. I do think that is a thing on YouTube though. You can pause lives, can't you? And then you can just carry on. I think. I'm not 100% sure. It rewinds sometimes, and I know it posts the lives as recordings as well. I know it does that, which is quite cool. So if someone ever misses a live and they want to catch up on them, they can see it, which is actually quite nice. There's all sorts. All this is weird, very weird. I need to set a depth stop on this, which needs to be about 15 mil down into our timber. So we'll actually just grab a leg. It reset after oh, I see. It's going to be a lot of getting used to. I think it's going to be a lot of getting used to for everyone, to be honest. Which is a bit of a shame. It's a shame this whole thing happened anyway. I was suspecting it was going to happen, to be honest. I feel like it was only a matter of time before it was going to completely kick me off, surprisingly. I mean, we've had this issue multiple times with TikTok. Hopefully, yeah, fingers crossed. You're all the way back there. How blimey. That is quite a bit, to be fair. That is well back. That was very far back. That is a bit odd. That is a bit odd. Oh, that could be annoying, to be fair. That could be annoying. Although I will say, OBS is a lot nicer to use than TikTok Live Studio. Look how close I can get you zoomed in there. Blimey. Blimey. Look at that. Oof, action shots. Action shots, and then you got the ambiance of the doors in the background. Look at that. Wow. I've never watched a live on YouTube this long. Hey, lovely stuff. We're changing we're intercepting the YouTube scene. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Insane stuff. Right, let's set the depth. Needs to come up a little bit. Yeah. I need my pliers, my vice grips. Should be spot on. Spot on, let's get drilling. Maybe, you never know. You never know, we'll give it a whirl. We'll give it our best. Right, let's go for it. Blimey, this sounds rough. One. There is one done, ready to chisel out. Two done. I mean, three done, that was the third one. Bosh! Drill press work complete. Oh my gosh, there is chippings all over my computer. That's fine. That's fine. Push that out of the way. Get everything Mr. Wibbly. I love it, I love it. Oh, I can put this up now as well. Pop that by there. There we go. And for anyone that cannot read that, we are the director of unnecessary and special products. Projects is what we are. And that's courtesy of my sister, that one is. So big ups to the sister for that one. Let's pop Mr. Wibbly back up there. And right, we just need to get these chiseled out now and squared up and cleaned up and all that jazz, ready to fit our mortises. And then we can get rounding over done on them, sanding and all that jazz, and put everything together. We'll probably flatten the top of the table first. I know everyone's been waiting for that one. I've been waiting for that one. I've been very, very excited. But right, let's get this sorted out. Let's get that dropped down to there. Lovely. Oh, you can't see. There we go, lovely jubbly. Use the vise for this, because we're not chopping full mortises. It's not going to be the worst to use the vise. Right, grab a nice sharp chisel. Japanese one, because why not? And yeah, we're nice and sharp, and a mallet. We'll just start cutting them out. Nice and slowly. And I'm not going right on my knife line to start with. I'm going a little bit back, because the chisel will move back as we're paring this away. A little bit away from our lines. And always bringing that chisel back away from your mortise edge. If you bring it forward, you're going to round that edge over, and you're going to have it doesn't really matter hugely with these kind of joints, because our shoulder will be hiding this whole thing, but it's good practice. It's good practice. We're mostly there on this one now. Some light paring. I love this part. I love this part. Nice and slowly. Should be our first one cut out. On draw. Oh, nice, nice. Mate, I love that. I love that you're able to just get on with it, because you've got the. Did you say you had the speakers or whatever it was? I can't even remember. But mate, that sounds amazing, man. Curved drawers though. Interesting. Interesting. Sounds fun. For workshop storage, or you just is that a bit of a commission piece? There we go, a little bit more. Lovely. Lovely. Right, we can get a bit of a test fit on that now. Grab our legs back. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, that should fit lovely. I gotta remember which way these go. Just like that. That's too tight. A little bit more bearing away. Broken the kitchen. I said I'd fix it free of cost. Oh, lovely stuff, lovely stuff. Honestly, one of the first things to go in a kitchen, drawers and cabinet doors. I hate them. We just had ours. We just had ours repaired with some metal plates, which is it looks a bit weird, but it's nice and strong. It's really nice and strong. Oh, lovely. They are the first things to go, though, mate. The first things to go. Drawers or doors. But that sounds lovely, man. Fair play to you. Ugh. Almost there. This should be snug as a bug now. Snug as a bug. Some would say too snug. A little bit too snug. A little bit off the top edges. Should be fairly spot on. Oh, look at that. Gorgeous fit. That is a spot on fit, that is. Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful. Ooh. Are we lagging? Oh. Really nice fit there. Really nice. Right, we're just gonna repeat that for another few. So I'm actually gonna mark this one out as well. So this is gonna be D as well. Pencil, where's my pencil? There's my pencil. So D. And another one. Lovely job, mate. Like a glove. Right, let's do the other one. Like it grew there, honestly, it was a very nice tight fit. We didn't get the other ones as nice and tight, so I thought we'd be a little bit more careful with these ones. A little bit more careful. And it looks like we've done a decent job. Lovely. And I know these are a little bit tight from our marking, so I can kind of go pretty much on the edge with these, or on our knife line. Famous last words, but we should be good with that. Right, ooh, I'm dropping things. Right, that should be it. A little bit more cleanup. Let's test the fit. We'll use where's the marking on that one? No marking, so we're not going to use that one yet. That's B, so we need C. Should be this one. That's A, D, B. That's B, so that must make this one C then. Which there's no marking on it, but that's fine. Is this the table you're making, mate? Yeah, spot on, man. Spot on. Exactly. Let's make sure we got that fitting up to the other one. So that'll be like that. So D. It's a very loose fit. There we go, be going that way. We'll go for that way. Mark that out with a C as well. And another C. And that should fit into there like that. Yeah. Somewhere on the bottom. There we go, let's clean out all that mess. Yeah, it's fitting nicely. Just a little bit of clean out down the bottom. And then once we get these all fitted, we can flatten the top. And probably glue this up as well, I suppose. I think we're about gluing up. Yeah, mate, honestly, yes. Yes and no. Yes, I've seen them and they're absolutely mental. I cut 10 Japanese scarf joints in university for an exhibition that I was doing, which I somewhat regret after the third or fourth. But it was great fun, I will say. But they are incredibly difficult, incredibly complicated to say the least. But they are kind of fun as well. They are kind of fun. But yeah, I don't think we'll be doing any of those anytime soon. Maybe at some point. Maybe at some point. Right, that should fit up there now. Oh, you can't even see. Oh, like a glove. Like a glove. There we go. That's our first. It's our first one that we fit up. So let's put it all together. Where's D? That's B. There we go. I think that goes the other way around. There we go, lovely stuff. Make sure everything's fitted together nicely. That's kind of our first leg frame assembly. Finally. And a lot of thinking for that. Yeah, mate, thinking's like 90% of it with those, isn't it? Add a ridge beam 13 meters and use 2 Kanawa joints. I've never heard of the Kanawa joints. Never heard of those ones. It sounds cool though. It sounds cool. But the scarf joints, the ones I did, the ones with the pegs in the centre. And I wasn't doing them for a purpose. Like I said, it was an order to do it for an exhibition for university. So, like I said, by the third or fourth, I was kind of sick of it. That's fitting together lovely. That was ready to glue up, and this is kind of how it's gonna work now. I've never heard of the Kanawa ones. Never heard of it. Never. So then our top is going to kind of go on there. Something like that. It's going to be centered, obviously. We're going to do a bunch of rounding over and all that jazz. May even put a center bit going through. Probably going to cut these legs down a little bit shorter as well, because I'm not a huge fan of the width. But hopefully it should look alright. We do want to taper these up, probably put some round overs to make them look a bit thinner as well. But that's kind of the plan. Only ever seen them on TikTok. A bit so scarf half. Oh, I think I know what yeah, so like a scarf joint, but it's a half lap, is it? I believe. He's a roofer, isn't he? I'm pretty sure you're a roofer, aren't you, Smokey? I think, from memory. I think. I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure it was, though. Just swig of Dr. Pepper, and we'll get back on with the rest of them. I don't think our lives have been this quiet for a while. This is bizarre. But I kind of like it. In traditional hand cut. Oh, that's sick. I didn't know that part. I thought you were a roofer, but I didn't know that part. That's awesome. That is awesome. Right, that fits together lovely, I will say. I'm very happy with that. Very, very happy. And our joins look good. I think with a clamp up, maybe a little bit of a clean up on some of them, will be fitting together pretty spot on. We'll pop that down there, and we'll get the other one mortised down. We got A, B. It's going to fit that way. Hold on. So we want these facing the outside. Yes. Special furniture and handmade kitchen. Ooh. Use the wedges in the middle. That sounds sick, I'm not gonna lie. Complicated, but sick. Absolutely sick. That is insane though. I didn't know that, Smokey. I didn't know that. B and A. B. And A. B. And A. Lovely jubbly. And then these will go like that. And that'll go like that. So that'll be A. And then the other one will be B. And then one. I do. It is a very quiet live. To be fair, it is the first one, so I do like a bit of fun carpentry, but when there's money, there was money. But yeah, spot on. You kind of got to sometimes, you know what I mean? Unfortunately, money does make the world go round. It is what it is. But mate, if you can specialise in one thing and doing that kind of stuff and you enjoy it, it's the way to go. It's the way to go. Honestly is. Right, let's cut some joinery. Let's cut some more joinery, but it is a very quiet one. I will say it is very quiet, but I do think that's because it's the first live, and I know things are a little bit slower on YouTube, especially when you don't have the subscribers and stuff like that. So I think if we were on about 6k subs and whatever, I think they would be a lot more packed. But I think that's the reason. We're kind of starting back from scratch now, I guess, is the thing. But not many people go for handmade kitchens, they go for pre-built flat pack. Yeah, spot on. It's all about money these days, isn't it? All about it. And not handmade. Yeah, spot on. It's simplicity. They want everything quick. They want everything cheaper, I guess, is kind of the plan as well. So I'd prefer a handmade kitchen, though, to be honest. They'd last longer as well. Last longer. And I suppose people like to rip out their kitchens as well, and they like to change it up. It's all about what it looks like nowadays as well, isn't it? I think is the other thing. So people are always changing what they've got in their houses, repainting. They don't want something bespoke and expensive. They're going to change it in a few years. Lovely. Take your time. No rush. There's loads of money in just my uncle's business when I was doing roofs, so I went there. Yeah, spot on. You go usually where the family go. I'm kind of lucky in that sense. Because I didn't really get any influence off my family, because none of them do any of this stuff. My cousin's a roofer, where I'm not that close with my cousin, so that's why I never did that. So it's kind of been furniture and making stuff like this for me. And then I did general carpentry for a while, which is just framework and all that boring crap, which was terrible. And lots of flooring. I did loads of flooring. So much flooring. Doors. It was very boring work, but quick and easy and pays decently well. Lovely. Whoa, don't slip. But it's my dad's mate. You sort of just fall into, I've been doing it since I was, yeah, spot on. It's what you fall into, and if your family's doing some of that stuff anyway, it kind of makes it a bit easier to just fall into it. 100%. Although I never enjoyed the trickiness of roofing. It's not tricky per se, like cutting the joinery and all that, and cutting the actual pieces isn't difficult, but it's all the maths. Lots of maths involved, and I'm decent at maths, but I didn't like that much maths. I didn't like that much maths. Lovely. But furniture and stuff like that, you can kind of almost just, well, that's how I do it anyway, just butt things up to each other, and that looks about right, and then you make it fit. Scribing things to fit, and I like that. The least amount of measuring and maths possible is the way I like to do it. Test the fit on that, and that's B. B. Width-wise, we're good. We need to take a little bit more off these directions. lovely. Whew. Whew. You cannot beat a sharp chisel. You cannot. I started using AI for my accounts lately. Haven't. Oh mate, I don't. AI is brilliant stuff. It's brilliant. This is different, James. It is a little bit different, isn't it, mate? It is a little bit different. Oh, Clavito, I kind of do swear. Sometimes, I think I can say this stuff on you now as well. Sometimes it's just nice to have a chat with ChatGTP. Do you know what I mean? You're confused on a project and you're like, don't know what to do, you know. Or you're confused. Even doing this streaming setup, I had a great old chat with ChatGTP for about an hour, just being like, how do I get past this? How do I do this? How do I do that part? How do I do this? And it just tells you. It's brilliant. It's like your own personal assistant. It's amazing. How do you find the... A bit more confusing. I got to stream it on my computer at the moment, so I'm still sussing all that out. Need to increase the quality of the stream as well, so 1080p. I think we're on 720 at the moment, but that'll come for next stream now. It's just going to take a lot of getting used to. I got to use OBS basically, so it's a little bit more complex. But I can say things on here now, I think. I hope so. Yeah, spot on, James, spot on. I'm hoping that's the case. I hope that's the case. We'll soon find out. I haven't not said anything, so the only thing is annoying is the chat is so damn small. I'm like an old bat trying to read everything, and then you're up here. Gives you rich height and yeah, can work it out, yeah, literally instantly. Now, what's your favourite tool brand? What's my favourite tool brand? When it comes to, like, cordless and stuff like that, I can't believe I can say this. I feel almost, like, naughty. Do you know what I mean? I feel like almost like, oh, I shouldn't be saying this. DeWalt, for, like, cordless stuff. If I go out and buy a new corded tool, it'll be DeWalt, because I've got the battery system. But, like, I think with lots of these things... It's kind of whatever you started with. If you started with Milwaukee, DeWalt, Bosch, Makita, whatever, you kind of got to stick with them, do you know what I mean? But I've never had an issue with DeWalt. Never. I mean, power tools. Power tool brand? Yeah, it would be DeWalt, yeah. Yeah, when you have the chat on screen, the video above is... Do I have the chat on... Oh, yeah, with this one, it's a lot better because it's just full screen now, isn't it? I think. I don't know. Never owned a bit of Festool. I used the Domino in university, which was great. Absolutely amazing. I love the Domino. But it's like £1,000. So I don't really love it that much. But I know for Festool, you know... It's one of those things. It is just a great bit of kit. I can't deny it. But some would consider it cheating. I don't consider anything cheating. If it works, it works. Need a little bit more space on that one. But I've never used it, so I couldn't really. Like I said, the only thing I've used Festool is the Domino, and I think the Shop Vac. I think that's about it. But DeWalt power tool wise, it's an easy go-to, in my opinion. Hand tools, Stanley's. Hand tools I like not reclaimed. I like vintage tooling. So Stanley's, any vintage Stanley's are great. Anything Sheffield steel, obviously amazing. Japanese toolings, Temple Tools. I can finally say the name of my saw. So that's a brilliant saw. Bit expensive, Japanese bit of tooling, but I haven't had an issue with it. That's a brilliant bit of kit. And any Japanese saw, I love them. But it's kind of the gist. Have they come across to this, or is this the... This is the first live on here. So I think most of the people, if not all of the people in here, are from TikTok, I believe. I believe there's 5 people in at the moment, so I think everyone in here at the moment is probably TikTok, maybe bar 1 or 2. I don't really know how it works, to be honest with you, but I think it is just going to be a little bit slow to start with, a little bit slow. Has lived for like 20 years, but changed the Hikoki. Hikoki is one I'd like to try. There's a guy called Rag and Bone Brown who uses a bit of Hikoki. And I love his work, by the way. That's where I get lots of my inspiration and tips and tricks from, is Rag and Bone Brown. He's brilliant. And Rex Kruger, I believe is his name. Brilliant for hand tool stuff. But I've heard good things about Hikoki, and not that expensive either, considering other things. But I know Pazload is an expensive one. Pazload is mostly gas though, isn't it? Pazload? Is everything gas with Pazload, or? I recognise James for some reason. I recognise him. I think James is just James, isn't it? I believe James is just James. Whoa, don't slip. James is just James. There we go, that should fit now. B, that's A. B, A, N, A, N, A, yeah. B is banana. B. It's Smokey is from TikTok, everyone else didn't know. I'm pretty sure Smokey's from, obviously Smokey's from TikTok. Who, me? Yes, you, James. I believe you're just James on TikTok, aren't you? I know we got Twimbo. I'm Argyle. I know we had Twimbo in here who's Twimbo again? Techni Paul's a TikTok. Who is he? Where is he? I saw him earlier. I want to say Michael or something like that. Martin? Might be Martin. Still getting used to all this. Very confusing. But break every year. But every year with the... yeah, well, that makes sense, doesn't it? It's typical. Although gas, powerful, innit? Powerful. I don't know. I've never really used many big nailers and stuff like that either. Which side is... There we go, is this one. So I wouldn't know. Oh, what a fit. Woof. Woof. Oh. Too good. Right, let's get the other one done. So that fits. A next. There we go, let's trim that down. And Keith on both, yeah, that was an easy one. DeWalt ones, do for a service but never use it. See, I don't know whether nail guns DeWalt are decent, to be fair. Like, I've never had an issue with DeWalt. If I ever went for a nail gun, I'd probably go DeWalt. If it was a better cordless. If it was corded or gas, probably something different. But yeah. I like DeWalt. And then hand tools are simple. Anything old Sheffield or Lee Nielsen, decent, just expensive. I said decent. Lee Nielsen are very good. Just like I said, very expensive. Of course, you got like Sorby and stuff like that, which I'm pretty sure is similar to Lee Nielsen. But then I would say most vintage tools compare to those tools almost identically, if not better. The new Mark II increased power from 19mm. Damn, that's a big nail. It's a big one. Name is Brad, if any name is too hard to pronounce. I only just got Clavito. I'm not going to remember Brad. I'm not going to remember that. I remember just about remembering Clavito, or getting that one right. Alright. Carefully, we can pare that down by hand now. Lovely. A little bit more. Lush. Almost there. Right, I'm going to clear out all that waste now. Ooh. Do what runs on a flywheel, use some friction, don't oil them. Yeah, I know that. That's about all I know when it comes to nailers. Don't nail them. You nail them, you've ruined them. I know that much. You nail them, you oil them, you've ruined them. They're all like dry fire, aren't they? Or friction. Friction, that's the one. Says it. Martin. How are you finding the switches? Switch over, weird. Weird, but not too bad. I've done the streaming setup on the computer before with TikTok. It was a lot easier to do with TikTok, but obviously, fuck TikTok. But not too. It's going to be a learning curve. That's all it is. I'm hoping I can just go live from my phone at some point, which will be a lot easier. But did you sell the chopping board? I don't think it's gone yet. Well, I say don't think it has. It hasn't gone yet. No, it's still available. There we go. It should be fitting. We should be fitting. Oh, a little bit tight, maybe. Yeah, still a little bit tight. Little bit more powering. Hello, Steve. Hello, matey. How we doing? On the PO box. I'm trying to get one sorted. It's not as easy to do in my area as I thought it would be. But I am trying to get one sorted at some point. I do think it's worth doing, because obviously it's not great handing out my address to many people. It's not the smartest thing to do. But yeah, hopefully we'll get that sorted fairly soon now. Then we'll do like fan mail. Oh, that'd be weird, wouldn't it? Fan mail. There we go. And seeing as we are on YouTube now, we'll probably end up doing some more long form content as well, because that's a thing on here. That's a thing, which would be nice. So get some longer videos out. Okay, wrong side, that's why. I was going to say, explain to me how that does now not fit. Oh, lovely jubbly. Like a glove, right, I think we're pretty much assembled on these now. Ooh, whoops the daisies. I think we got both frames. So that's an A as well. these two. Wrong way. We're looking pretty good. We're not looking terrible. I mean, these sides are definitely a little bit loose, but that is something we can fix fairly simply with some wedges, which should be fine. Let me know when you get one. I'll send you a couple of walnut off. Oh, lovely. Oh, smash it. I'll definitely let you know, brother. Definitely be, as soon as we get it sorted, it'll be posted up. Right, that's great stuff. Both frames are kind of complete now. And then... ooh, let's angle you all a little bit more. This piece will kind of go on top there like that. Probably not that exact placement. Something similar to that. I quite like it. Probably add some sort of lagging. No, we're back. Probably add some sort of brace in the centre, I reckon. Maybe. We'll see. Right, we need to flatten this off then, and then we can get everything glued up. Is the plan. When I say everything glued up, is these two glued up, is the gist. So let's get this flattened off finally. Move these out of the way. So we don't need these for now. There we are, get those out of there. Lovely. We need to grab some 3x2s, which are outside. There we go, that's what we need to do. Oh, no, yeah, spot on, Smokey. Honestly, this is the part I've been very much excited for. Right, let me grab a 3x2. I'll cut it down in half out there quickly. Let me just grab a saw, and then I'll bring it in, and we can set up our flattening station. A flattening station. Ooh, don't really need a pencil, do I? No, just roughly cutting it off. Just roughly. Lovely. Bit of timber. Ooh. Bit of timber, and we'll probably rip that down. Probably not rip that down. As long as it's decently nice and straight. That's pretty good. It's actually pretty good. It's pretty good. Right, we'll cut this in half again, and then we'll... because I don't think we're going to want the whole depth. Yeah. Probably are going to want it. There we go. Now we'll cut it in half. Fair enough. It is a little bit soggy, which is not nice. Nah, it's just for me. Just for me. It's kind of a practice one, to be honest. Because I've never done a live edge epoxy slab of sorts or anything like that. So kind of just a bit of a practice. How close you can get it by, I will see. We'll see now. Fairly, I reckon. Fairly. Bench hook. Where have I put my bench hook? Oh, bench hook. Oh, it's here. That's behind me. Let's give it a whirl. Don't need this hugely long. Go for like something like that. That'll do. That'll do. Lovely. Do we even really need to cut this? Probably not. But we will. Just keep soaring. Whoops-a-daisies. This timber is a little bit soggy, which is never nice. A little bit soggy. Just a little bit. Watch them fingers. God, we still got them. Still got them. Still got them. Lovely. Pop that down. Get that out of the way. That's going to be our first top edge. And that's going to be our second. Move the chisel. Right, I'm literally just going to screw this down to the bench. That's all I'm going to do. Just screw it down. And the battery's already in this one with a bit, so I'm just going to use this one. Actually, no, we need to change the bit anyway. And we just want to get this secured in first, and then we'll check if it's level, and then we'll do some shimming if we need to. Box of 80 millers. In all honesty, actually, I could. Didn't quite think of this. I can't see why that wouldn't work. I can't see why that wouldn't work. I'm not dreading it, because this is insulated with that reflected thing. It should be cooler in the summer months. So I'm not dreading it, but I'm not looking forward to it. Other workshopping a warehouse flags. Yeah, I bet. You just got to keep it warm with a warehouse, I'm assuming. I think this should work. I think we'll do it like this. Should make things leveling a bit easier anyway. So we need Torx 25. Torx 25, Torx 25. Always the trickiest part. Well, they have some BTU's quality. What is that, an AC unit? It sounds big for some reason. I don't know why. It sounds big, which is an issue. But it might be a smart idea, potentially. Potentially. Lovely jubbly. Door wide open. To be fair, we got double doors here, so I do feel like, although with no breeze, it's going to be a little bit rough. I do feel like it'll be all right. Well, that's not Torx 25. Torx 25. Torx 25. I need me a Torx 25. It'll be in one of these drawers. Or not. Where on earth is my Torx 25 bit? I have many a Torx 20s. Many a Torx 20s. But no Torx 25. Again, that's another Torx 20. Aha! I think that's a Torx 25. That is a Torx 25 if I've ever seen one. For like 250, best money I've spent. Ooh. As long as they're not huge, and maybe in the summer. I'm worried about it. Now that you've all mentioned it a little bit, but I'm not overly worried about it. I am and I'm not. I am and I'm not. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see the issues. Something underneath that. Go one. And a two. I haven't seen that one, to be fair. To be fair, I don't really look at, I suppose I don't really look at air conditioning units, I suppose. It's probably why. There we go. Right, we just need to get this all the same thingy. That's the one. All the same height, that's the one. So it doesn't actually need that there. Tape measure. No, we'll grab the ruler. We'll use a ruler for that. Be a little bit more accurate. Right. Blimey, just give me a centimetre, please. That comes up to 27.5. That looks good. Oh, blimey, don't fall. So that needs to come up a little bit higher. That looks pretty good. Looking pretty good. Pretty good. I think it was spot on. We appear to be spot on. Noise, but when it's like walking into a fridge in the 30s, that's like, oh, I bet actually. Oh no! Oh, that's awful. On Saturday, yeah, I suppose that is one thing. That is one thing. Right at the end of it, oh no, oh no. That is the beauty of it being right outside my garden. Is, you know, I don't really forget the keys. Right, that in theory should be all nice and level. Let's do a quick sight down. Sighting down it as well. Looks good. I think we're golden. I think we are good. And then all we got to do is just hot glue one side down, which I think I kind of want to flatten the bottom first. And the only reason I want to flatten the bottom is to see what pattern we get on there. Because if it's not a decent pattern and we're not happy with it, we'll probably do a little small pour on top of here. Is kind of the plan. So I think we'll flatten this side first. It would make more sense to do this side, but I think we'll do this side, if that makes sense. I think that's a good idea. Right, let's clean up the little bit of glue, hot glue on these edges, so we can get it sitting a little bit more flat. Trying not to break anything with it. I suppose it doesn't matter if we chip out these edges a little bit. Because these are going to be taken down anyway. So it actually really doesn't matter. Whoop. Lovely. A little bit more of a breakout than I wanted that. Lovely, and then we can get the hot glue going. or the hot glue pew pew. I don't know whether I can even say that on here. I think that should be fine. You can get the hot glue pew pew out. I'm still going to call it that because the G word's never smart on social media, so not at all. Right, and then we'll just glue it down on a couple of corners, as long as we ain't got any rocking. Lovely jubbly, and hopefully we get a cool pattern. I hope so. It would be nice. Right, looking good. So a little bit of rocking, but that's fine. That is fine by me. So we will wedge it up on this corner. Luckily, got a bunch of wedges. Oh yeah, 100%. There is no chance of this being not fully set. Famous last words, but there is no chance. Not a chance. That seems to sit pretty level. Right, let's get the hot glue pew pew out, which is where? I've got a feeling in that toolbox. No, it's in a drawer. Which drawer? That drawer. Grab a couple of glue sticks. Whoa! And don't fall. There we go, right, hot glue pew pew. There we go. Can unplug the drill press. Oh, blimey. Alright, just wait for that to heat up now. Power on. Oh, honestly, I don't use it enough, but for especially like gluing down these slabs to flatten off, brilliant stuff. Brilliant stuff. Like, there's no other better way of doing it that I can think of, unless you had some bench dogs and clamping systems like that, but no other way, or no other more efficient way, I'd say, of doing it, but it probably is. But I like hot glue. I like it. I like it. I like it, and it'll do the job. And I like that area too, because there's no wobble. There's no wobble right there. There's a little bit of a cut to this, but that's fine. That's why we got the flattening jig. Just gotta wait. It's heating up. Oh, we also get to try out the new flattening bit as well. I did pick up a flattening bit. It's got some carbide teeth as well. I think that'll clean this up absolutely. Spot on. Some nice carbide teeth. We'll see. We'll see. I believe it's 1.5, 2 inch. Let's give it a measurement. Size doesn't matter, but let's just give it a measurement. We're sitting at 40 mil. 40 mil. Chonky bit. Chonky bit. So sure, but yeah, honestly, like, it's something you think about afterwards lots of the time, I find, anyway. Something I always think about afterwards, like, oh, I could have used hot glue for that. That would have been smart. But I'm very excited to try this bit out, I will say that. See how this one works. Hopefully fairly well. Should leave a decent surface, I think, as well, with the carbide and all that. Make sure that's nice and tight. We don't want any of this shifting. Ah! The hot glue is hot, man. Hot glue is hot. Well, we know it's warm. We know it's warm. Come on. Stick it down, run some beads along the edges. Lovely. Time to get the, yeah, 100%, 100%, my least favourite tool in the workshop. There's another name for another name? Another one. Another one. I probably always overuse or use too much hot glue as well. I don't think I need to use as much as I'm using, but it ain't gonna move. There we go, 2 sticks of hot glue. That'll do the job, lovely. Power off. I'm glad I have the same. Mate, honestly, same. So I feel like a fish out of water on this TikTok thing. Honestly, I do feel like a fish out of water doing the live stream, because it's been maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks since we've properly been able to go live. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That ain't going nowhere, is it? I like it. Javier just said hello. Did I miss it? I might not have come through. Why has it not come through with me? Might be my eyesight. Oh, yes, I see. Hello, Javier, matey. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. The OG. Wait, we're getting back up to it. We're getting back up to it. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. Right, let's get the router out. The scary tool. Oh, do you know what we can do as well? Oh, look at this. I love this. I love this. Oh, oh no! Wow. Wow. Oh, that's annoying, isn't it? That's going to happen to all the tools now, isn't it? It's going to peel the brand off all of them. I know it is. Well, we love TikTok shop, don't we? Now, I'm joking. We don't. We hate TikTok. We hate TikTok. We like the videos. We don't like the lives. Honestly, it's not, is it? It's a bit rude. It's a little bit rude. Right, we need to change the bit on this. I hate the router, man. I hate the router. You all saw nothing. Pop that back in. There we go. No, I need to pop this. I just shit with the router, man. We need this. It's still a TikTok, honestly, it really is. The router doesn't let you ever salt it. I think so. I'm not surprised. They're like, I've had to tape over all my tools. Like, none of them particularly like me. Oh, blimey. There we go. Pop pop that out. Blimey, that's a chunky bit, that is. Blimey, is that even going to fit? I hope it does. Oh, Kev. I wasn't scared of the router before. I blimmin' am now. Look at the size of that bit. Yes, I can. I can. Do you still... Yes and no. Not TikTok shop. TikTok I still like, but not TikTok shop. There we go. It does fit, I think. Oh! Yeah, that's a bit of a tight fit, isn't it? That is a little bit of a tight fit. Luckily, this is aluminium, so I think I can just plunge through, and it might take some of that aluminium out. I'm not scared. It's just a tool, isn't it? It's just a tool. Not a scary one. It's just a tool. Just a bigger bit. That's all it is. Nothing scary. It's fine. It's all good in the hood. That's what it is. It's all fine. It's all dandy. It's a little bit tight. It's a little bit of a tight fit. It's one of those fits. If you got that with a bit of joinery, do you know what I mean? If you got that tight of a fit, you'd be very, very pleased. But when it comes to a router, it's not one of those ones that you're very, very pleased with. It's not one I'm very pleased with. Be more careful, like Smokey said. Small, yeah, spawn. A fake Titan, honestly, James. It kind of is. It's weird, isn't it? It's weird, right? I'm slightly nervous, but excited. Oh, blimey. Blimey. Right, we need to set our depth first. Although I'm going to plug it in and just plunge down on through, just in case it does want to take out some of that aluminium. Just in case. And then we'll set the depth. Scary stuff, that is. Woo! Why do I feel like the plywood is going to come out, maybe? Maybe. Just on a piece. Yeah, I do still... Where did I put the logo? Where did I put it? I've probably binned it now at this point, actually. Oh, there it is. Do still have the logo. Just on a bit of tape. Didn't even... Yeah, you definitely can. It's not as user-friendly, I'm finding out at the moment, but hopefully we'll be able to stream from the phone soon. Right. Oh, blimey. What speed am I on? Turn it down a little bit. It's not cutting, but it's so, you just know it's such a tight fit. Oh, I like it, but I don't. Right, let's set the depth. Oh shit, that's not. Right, I think the first thing I'm going to do is put a little bit of a stop on there to stop me flying off the end. Get the cans, juice and display. No, you might, maybe. Yeah, to be fair, I can stop ripping the labels off everything. Did you check? Oh, I didn't actually. That's smart. That's smart. Although we have just spun it. I should probably check them. Let's not be stupid, shall we? Let's not be stupid. Oh yeah, I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did. Oh, great fun. I'm just gonna run a screw in the end here so we don't run off the edge, because that would be scary, wouldn't it? That'd be scary. There we go, at least we know we're not gonna run off the edge. That's the word I was looking for. Right. Oh gosh. Let's give this a whirl, shall we? Let's give it a whirl. Pop it over my shoulder. Right, let's set our depth. I'm just going to pop it down on there. Lovely, and then we'll just drop it down. About 2 mil pass, I think that is. Let's give it a whirl. Let's give it a whirl. What's worse that can happen, eh? What's the worst that can happen? That's the worst. I know, I don't even want to remove it. That's the issue now. I don't even want to remove the bits of tape now. But I do. I do and I don't. It's a weird one. Right, let's go for it. Let's go for it. I'm not nervous. Hey, that's not what I was expecting. Oh, blimey. Okay, that's just a bit dusty now. Not what I was expecting. not what I was expecting it to look like. We do have to go a little bit deeper though, because we haven't gone deep enough. But maybe it's gonna look cool. It's just kind of gold at the moment. Did you check the blades that they were? Yes, I did. I double checked the blades. Definitely did that. It really is actually doing a cracking job. A couple of little tool marks, but I think that's user error. I think I missed that spot there as well, but that's fine. Right, let's go a bit deeper and see what happens. Let's go like another 2 mil seemed good to be fair, so let's go another 2 mil. 1 mil. Right, that should be pretty good. Let's give it a whirl. Have a good night. Smash out. It's nice. Words. Nice to see you, Clavito Beatty. Nice to see you, and thanks for tuning in, brother. Thank you, Mighty. Right, let's continue. Let's cut a bit deeper. Pop that over my shoulder. Ooh, I think that's gonna look a lot cooler. Oh my gosh. A lot of that is. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to do a Hoover. Damn. Yeah. I need to Hoover. I need to do a little bit of a Hoover. That is a lot of dust. Or a lot of chippings, should I say. A lot of chippings. Which one can I unplug? Oh, we're already plugged in, are we? Pretty much targeted my computer is what it's done. They have background play. What's background play? I don't know what background play is. I've got no clue what background play is. Right, we know that's nice and flat now. We can actually zoom in a little bit. And we can kind of try and pop the look of it a bit. So we're going to get a bit of methylated spirit and just kind of wipe it down, see what kind of pattern we got in there. There is a pattern in there. It's just not that easy to see at the moment. I don't know what is background play. Oh, is that where you can play the live in the background? I'm assuming that's what it is. Right, methylated spirit. Right, this is kind of the money shot, or the pre-money shot. Yeah, that is the one issue with it. To be fair, I think TikTok has that as a free feature, isn't it? Pretty sure. A little bit of chipping out here and a bit of tear out, but I don't think it's a major issue. Right, let's see. Let's see how this looks. I think it's actually going to look a little bit cool. Too much of that. I didn't need that amount. I think it's kind of good. I mean, there's not much going on. There's not a huge amount going on there. It's definitely kind of cool. It's not a huge amount going on there, though, isn't there? I've got a feeling the other side might be better. I've got a feeling it will. I think we just flip it over and we flatten the other side to see what happens. At the end of the day, this is a table for me, so if we failed it, we failed it. We'll learn from our mistakes. Let's see if we can pop it up without taking off a digit. But it should look alright. We can determine which side we want our face side once we've flattened it all. But it should look alright. Right, let's try and pop this off without it breaking. Where's my heat pew pew? Bugger! Back on there. Back on there. Grab that and pop this up. Oh, blimey. Oh, it's definitely on there. Hey! Hoppa! We got it. We got it in the end. Ah! Having your live video still playing. I'm confused. Right, we got it up in the end. I'm hoping the other side's going to look better. Because that side's kind of just plain at the moment. There's a little bit of colour in it. But it's kind of ah! Yeah, hot glue is hot. Hot glue is very hot. Right, let's ow! Oh, ow! All burning, burning. Yeah, me neither. It's a bit of a shame you can't do that. I do apologise. Well, it's not my fault really, but I do apologise to the people that used to be able to do their other things with watching the lives at the same time. It's kind of one of those things I can't really change at the moment, to be fair, because of the issue with TikTok itself. Right, let's try and scrape up some of this glue. Which is still hot. Ow. Sadly, that's done the job. Whoops, the daisies. Scrape this up. Scrape. Lovely, and we can just glue down the other side now. Probably with less glue. Right, we've got a lot of flattening to do with this now. And a lot of work. Oh, we are sitting nice and flat. We are looking very nice. Couple of dots of hot glue, there it is. Probably a little side table in my bedroom is the plan. It's sort of or a bedside table, whatever you want to call it. It's been the plan. So it's not a very tall one. It's not a very wide one. So I think that's kind of the only place it would really work. There it is. That's what I need to get up. I need to get a proper sled for this as well that I can put this on so I'm not scraping glue up every time. There we go, spot on. Perfect, right, let's glue this down again. Bit more glue. Yeah, not as much this time though, because that was a pain in the arse to pop off. There we go, let's let that heat up. Oh, my nose. Right, we're just gonna rip down and flatten this all the way down. It's mostly wood, to be fair, so we can do a couple of long passes. We should be good. Hi, Wibbly on YouTube. We are on YouTube. Hello, John. Hello, how we doing? How we do? We are. We've switched. We've made the switch, not by choice, by pretty much being forced by TikTok because they restrict us. So we are back, just on a different platform. It is all it is. Still getting used to it, to be honest. But we are back. That's the main important thing. Glad to be back. Blimey, my nose is running like a tap. Just gotta wait. Gonna wait for this to heat up a couple of seconds. Hot glue stick is what we need. Should be fairly close. Bless me. Bless me, bless me, bless me. Right, run a little bit of hot glue around it. Sneezing like no tomorrow. Blimey. Oh. And again. Right, I'm opening the door. That's what I'm doing. Oh, is it JDW? It is JDW. Hello, JDW. I need a tissue. How we do? Oh my god. Oh, blimey. Oh, that's a lot of sawdust. Oh, blimey. Blinking heck. Blinking heck. Oh, bless me, everyone. Bless me. I do apologise. Absolutely disgusting. Disgusting. Hold on, let me just stick my head out the door a second. Oh, bit of fresh air. Oh, blimey. Not all over completely. Hopefully at some point we'll be back on TikTok lives eventually. But I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. But if we ever are back on it, it's going to be a multi-stream. So it's going to be on YouTube, TikTok, probably Twitch at some point. I'm just trying to figure everything out and get it all multi-stream working is the gist. But at some point it'll be all over all of them, hopefully, if TikTok ever decide to have me back. But there will still be content going over on TikTok. There will be content going over there. But lives are going to be on YouTube predominantly from now on. Yeah, we do. Yeah, I think so. I think we're going to chuck a mask on for the next one. I think we are. It has got to my nose. It really has, blimey. Where is my mask? I've got a fresh pack of them over here. There we are. Definitely a mask. Whew. Definitely a mask. Do Twitch. If I do Twitch, it'll be Twitch along with one of these, because you can't post content on Twitch. It's just lives on Twitch. So it will be a bit of both. A bit of both. And potentially, yeah, it'll be kind of like swapped over onto all of them is the plan. It's going to be multi-streaming from here, possibly on TikTok again, and Twitch and a few others probably is the plan. But again, I need to suss it all out first and figure out how to actually do it. There we go. That's nice and secure. Let's get some more flattening done. Ooh, right. So we need a little bit more depth. About 1.5 mil, 2 mil down again. And we'll continue to flatten. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Right, more flattening. We need to adjust the depth again and go deeper. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, lovely stuff. Who's this one? Who's this? Oh, it's JD. Yeah, it's JD. Engrain beach cutting board. Ooh. Ooh, fancy. Very fancy. That sounds lovely. That sounds lovely. I love a bit of beach. Right, let's go down another mil. Or 2 mil, sorry. That should be good. Getting close. Still about another 2 mil off, I'd say. About another 2 mil off. Oh. Might have to change my name to Smokey. Yeah, to be fair. It's the tiny screen for me. Tiny screen? On here, 3/4 of the screen is chat, is it? Is it? I am zoomed in a little bit, a decent bit on here. I will say. That's usual. I hope it's not too bad. But yeah, that's a lot of swarf. We're about, yeah, like I said, about 2 mil off. 2 mil off, so a decent bit more flattening to go on this. Decent bit off. Decent bit more. Hey, viewers are going up. There's 9 people in here now. Damn. Hello, everyone. How are we all doing? Are we all from TikTok in here, or is anyone just finding me from YouTube? I wonder. Right, let's continue. Let's add some more depth. Is it 2-inch square of portrait, is it? Oh, I see. Oh, that's annoying. That is a little bit annoying. I think I can do this in landscape as well, which I need to figure out at some point. So I may try that next time. But I don't know whether that limits people on their phones then as well. Not a clue. Right, let's continue. Let's add another 2 mil of depth. 0.5. 1 mil, 1.5. 2 mil. Very close. We're getting there. Good camera angle. It's not bad. I do think this is a nicer camera. Better than being zoomed in a little bit better, I think anyway. Right, let's go a bit deeper. Another 2 mil. I'm pretty sure we're at our depth there. That's not good. That's not good. All right, let's go for it. Right, we need more depth. There's so much dust everywhere. Since new, not really, no. Got a bunch of moulding planes in the background there that I picked up from antique shop the other week. But apart from that, I wouldn't say anything's new. The router bit's new. New router bit, which is doing a great job on flattening this, I will say that. But apart from that, not really. Nothing new. Same old, I guess is the thing. Right, we need to adjust this again. Right, drop that back down. And hopefully we have a little bit more depth. Hopefully. Right, we're sitting on... Right, that should be good. A little bit deeper. Whack it up to there. Right, this should be close to the final pass. Yeah, spot on. Apparently it's a lot easier and a lot better as well. I know just starting out the stream, I know getting the views up is a little bit difficult. But that comes with followers on YouTube, apparently. Not 100% sure. It's just going to be about building it again, I guess, is the sad thing. But we will be multi-streaming at some point once I've figured it out in the probably about next week. It'll be on probably Twitch, YouTube, doubtful TikTok again until that's sorted. Twitch, YouTube, maybe Instagram and Facebook. Just something I've got to figure out at the moment. Right, let's do another pass. It should be, again, if not the final pass, very close. Right, I think one more pass should be golden. We're very, very close to having it flat. Very, very close. I think that's spot on, James. I think that is. I'm not 100% certain, to be honest, but I think that is about right. Right, let's go up another mil, or 2 mil, sorry. Right, that should bring it down nice and flat now. A little bit more. Right, that should be nice and flat. Looks like we need another pass. Looks like we need another pass. I think one more should hopefully do it. Should hopefully do it. I hope so. Alright, let's adjust it down. Right, that should be. It's not going down anymore. Don't tell me we're at max depth. Do not tell me we are at max depth. We might be. Who knew? Alright, I think we're just going to adjust the bit out a little bit more. To give us the last little mil or two we need. I think that's the solution. Gosh, there's dust everywhere. So we just got that back corner to get flat, which is probably about a mil. So we'll adjust this now. Yeah, like a mil or two, probably about 2 mil, just to be safe. Oh, blimey. There we go. Go about there. That should give us enough. There we go. That should give us enough. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Right, let's give that another whirl. Flip it round. little bit more. Right, that should be spot on now. Should be spot on. The last pass. That is one flat cutting board. Cutting board, it's not a cutting board. That is one flat top for a little table. There we go. Oh my gosh, I'm going to try and show you all this. That is the streaming setup. Covered. Absolutely covered. I actually cannot see the most recent chat. Let me tighten that back up. Right, let me get the Hoover out so we can actually... well, I say we, so I can actually see. There we go, I can see a little bit now. Out of the way, yeah. Honestly, kind of almost. It kind of needs to be here is the unfortunate thing. Because I need to read the chat, because the chat's right there. So, bit of a design flaw. I suppose I could make a shelf, I don't know. I could make a French cleat shelf, actually, that would work. So it'd be raised up a little bit, it would be better, actually. Actually, yeah, probably will do that at some point. But it's a very thin top. It is a very thin top. But does it look cool? I don't know. Let's see. Get a bit of methylated spirit on there, and I think it's gonna look okay. I don't think it's gonna be the prettiest of things in the world. Fell asleep for half hour, about the amount of time we've been doing this flattening, to be fair. It has taken some time. Welcome back though, matey. 10 viewers, hey, we've made it to 10 viewers. Woo, 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 woo. I haven't seen 10 viewers yet. Fair play, thank you everyone. 10 viewers, I'm very happy with that. I think that's the first time we've got to 10 viewers yet. Lovely, jubbly. Right, let's get a bit of the methylated spirit on that, see how it looks, shall we? See how she looks. And hope that she looks good. Hope she looks good. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. A bit of wipe down. I mean, it almost just looks like nothing. Oh no, it ain't gone the best, this epoxy pool, but to be fair, it's still kind of cool. It's still kind of cool in its own right. You can't really see anything. The sapele looks lovely. You can't really see any of the pattern. I'll pop it up and see if we can see a bit more. Oh, which is going to be easier said than done. Chisel. Just going to try and pop it up. Lovely jubbly. So there's really definitely not much of a pattern on either of these sides. Let's try and give you all a good view of it. Yeah, spot on. Yes, it does get polished. It does. Still looking good. Yeah, it still doesn't look bad. It still doesn't look bad. Let me wipe down this. So this is the side we flattened first. But I think you are right. We should have kind of done it like we would have done our pens. So yeah, I don't think you can actually see anything on there. But trust me when I say there is gold flakes on it. And then this side is just a little bit less. It just looks black on camera, doesn't it? It just looks black. I can assure you it's not just black, though. But it's not great. We definitely should have done something similar to our epoxy pours. Let them set up a bunch. And then basically swirl them together. It's a little bit more difficult with the longer, thicker setting epoxy, though. So what I think we should have actually done is come back when it gelled up and put some swirls in it. Put LED under it to see if it pops. Ooh, that's not a bad idea. I've got a little torch here. It's completely not see-through. yeah, completely not see-through. But 100%, once it was in the gel stage, it would have, I think, been an idea to put some swirls in it. I think. But hey, it's a learning curve, innit? I think it still does look cool. And once we get this polished up as well, I think you'll kind of be able to see the pattern I'm seeing. There is a pattern in there. It just kind of looks jet black at the moment, doesn't it? It is kind of all it looks. But it's not too bad. It's not too shabby. Not too shabby. I don't think we're going to be doing much more for this live, though, because I can't really sand up until I've cleaned everything up. Because I don't want that to be there. Let me zoom back out. I don't want the setup to be right by there while I'm sanding, because that's going to get absolutely smothered. So I need to resuss that out. This is why you try a small one fit. That, and if I try a big one, that's like hundreds and hundreds in epoxy. So I definitely wanted to get the theory done out of the way, or the fuck up, should we say, out of the way first. But we're flat. We are nice and flat, and I don't think it's going to take a huge amount of sanding to get it up. There's a couple of ridges, but it's not bad. It's not bad. It looks quite cool as well, I'm not going to lie. It does look quite cool. But we'll definitely at some point in the future try a new one, try a different one and do a bit bigger of a pool. But I do think that's going to be it for today's live. We got the frames assembled. Let's pop that over there. We got the frame, oh gosh. Or the frame, joinery all cut up. Let's pop that there. And the other one, which needs a little bit of adjustments. And then that'll kind of go on there. Oh gosh, definitely needs some adjustment. But it's kind of gonna look like that. I think we'll cut these down smaller. They don't need to be that long. I'm starting to think the top is a bit small for this base. I'm starting to think it. Hey Timber, how we doing? Where'd you get the epoxy from? Amazon, I got this stuff from. I believe it's, deep pour stuff. So this is the stuff I used for this one. Deep pour epoxy resin, craft resin. And it did that lovely, I will say. I'm starting to think that this top is a little bit small. Slightly. Actually, no, I don't think it is. By the time we've added some curves, so some bits of curves in there, and chopped these down a bit, added some curves, added some roundovers, I think it'll be fine, actually. I think it'll be fine. I don't see much of an issue. But, like I said, I do think that is it for this live. Don't forget, fuck TikTok shop. Fuck yeah. 100%. Was that doing more beating? Don't you worry, brother. It's kind of a bit of a test one. There's a few little bits I need to suss out. I need to adjust the quality and stuff like that for the next one. But we got loads done today. More done than we have in the past week and a half. It's been mental. But tomorrow's live will be rounding these all over, adjusting the sizes of everything, cutting the top down square, and then it'll be like glue ups and sanding pretty much is the gist. Pretty much all we got to do left on this, and potentially a cross membrane as well. But again, I'm starting to think this top is a little bit small, but if it is, we'll come to that when it comes to that. We can always add some bits of beading around the edge, or around the edges of the table to sort of frame it in, which might look all right. Keep telling everyone when you're going live. Oh, mate, 100%. And I'll be posting live announcements on TikTok Shop. On TikTok and on YouTube from now on. So you can all basically know what's going on is the gist. But thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all so much. I know it's been a bit of a quiet one today, and I think it's going to be a quiet one for the foreseeable future for now. But hopefully you'll pick up at some point. We'll see. Pieces and bottom. Can you angle the top pieces and bottom across the legs over with half that? Probably, yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Probably. Yeah, most likely. But well, again, if it comes to it, everything's looking a bit big. We can adjust it, or we can cut things down. It's just good. It's not looking too small, if that makes sense. If you miss it, spot on, and I believe it uploads it now as well, so you'll all be able to, if anyone misses a live, you'll all be able to see an upload of the live, which will be on my YouTube. Insane stuff in it. So it's actually, I do think it's more beneficial being on here It's going to be a little bit slower to start off with, but hopefully it should build over time. But anyway, thank you all for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow, finishing off, probably getting fairly close to the finishing stage with varnish and all that jazz for this thing tomorrow. Do need to glue it up and all that jazz, but that'll be tomorrow's live. Thank you all for tuning in. I can't see what likes were on or anything like that, so thank you all for tuning in, and I'll catch you all tomorrow. Thank you all. Good night. Goodbye.